longer and longer.
I swear I should have pulled without you, which I might do.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's go. Sorry, I just don't
We
want
swap back.
to make sure. Yeah, I just don't want to make any time. Oh, of course he comes in now. Hold off. Let's just do this. And this stone's still up. Good. Second he's in, I'm going to do the countdown for the pull. Make sure you take time to heal the world boss this week, guys, as well as do your one war front at the very least for the free 370. All right, here we go. Dwarf, you can pull first while Bed finishes loading. He's
Am I pulling him back or not?
No, just yeah, put him in the center. Might as well.
3, 2, 1.
Just spread around him. Actually, we don't want to spread around him because we don't want those stacks to jump on the tanks. So everyone get behind him. They're on this side. Make sure you're close enough that you can get stacks. You should generally try to stand somewhat in the center and then move away if you get too many stacks, like Novik, for example.
I'm sorry.
Alright, when the next ad appears, ignore it and just focus on him until he's gone and then kill it. This one kill though. Keep hitting him. Move away from that ad. Alright.
Closer.
Take the ad out now. Make sure we run around to all the corners, guys, so we can get all the void zones. Alright, soak these is a... I think... I'll get this one on the right. I think we have them all at this point. Yeah.
I got this.
And if you're not soaking something, just get distance.
Do you
Just
want
leave
him
him
tank
where
back
he-
to the center?
Just leave him where he is. There's no reason to drag him. Just face him back towards the console again. You try to get this dad for the recast immunosuppression, please. After this ad, we'll probably ignore the next two though to make sure we get him down before he submerges. Alright, yeah, just focus on him. See if we can pull this off. Ignore the ads. Should be able to do it. We might just miss it. Maybe not. We'll see.
No.
We lost it on pull. Yeah, we're gonna miss the submerge. That's not good. We're having a few people who are a little low on damage. Kill this ad.
got this one.
Make sure we get the ones in the back. We got them good. This next round of void zones, we have them all. Good. Alright, let's go. For this next one, I want to do everything as if we were doing a heroic. I still want to grip the ads just for the sake of simplicity and speeding things up. But I want to have a stack in the same position as before. I want to drop down the portals and all that and just have people in the same mindset. Sure, we do have 6 healers. That's partly the reason why this is a little bit slower. We'll figure that out as we go.
You want me to switch to Shadow?
I don't think I do. Because I think you do more damage if you attack everything as holy.
Probably.
I'm not even joking.
I have a pretty good DPS, but I can switch.
I don't think we really need it at the moment. Yeah, Roger, that will be the case for when we get to heroic, so that should be fine.
Living infection.
Oop, yep. Watch out, we're about to get a couple stacks of that. Oh, you guys are good with the interrupts, good. Same deal here, I'd like to get at least through Zool before we take our break. Odds are, with this many people Mithrax, we'll probably have issues with spacing and stuff again, so I'm not going to try to get that done before the break. We'll see though. I said this earlier as we were setting things up again, but just so people are clear, next week might probably be the last week we clear normal, unless I see this. Oh shit, that's not great. Defensive. Yeah, use defensive cooldowns, guys. Unless we see a reason to run it again. They're diminishing returns on us running normal. Most people here don't need the loot from it. Obviously, there's always people who need trinkets, other crap. So. We'll bring, having clearing it tonight, everyone should be able to get into pugs after next week to be able to continue clearing it if there's anything they still need, but we'll need to put all of our bags into making sure we, all of our focus into making sure we get heroic done each week. So it's going to take a little bit longer than that, but. Yeah, Zekvaz we were only a couple goes from getting last week, so that should be easy. We'll be on the last 3 this week. Has anyone not done this one on normal? Bring that up now since there's a way to wipe the entire group. Anybody else? Going once, twice. Okay. Just during phase 1, stay stacked up. If you get the I-beam put on you, you have like a second and a half to run out of the group before you basically kill everybody in the raid. So make sure you get out of the group very quickly. And in phase 2, it's a similar debuff, but you'll get goodness, I can't remember what it's called. It's here. Rolling Deceit.
Something.
Rolling Deceit. Yeah, if you get Rolling Deceit, you'll drop a cloud at the end of the duration. You need to put that as far away from the group as possible, and then immediately run out of the cloud. Because if you stand in it, it's going to spawn a very annoying ad. So yeah, drop those as far away as you can. You can wait a few seconds before running off, if it makes sense, but
I am MC.
I'm gonna mind control you back. No, it doesn't work.
you can't override a mind control with mind control. That's some 7-dimensional chess shit.
Technically, that should.
I think you have to mind control the person doing the mind control, not the target of the mind control.
All right, let me try that. No, it doesn't
Wow.
work either.
Sounds like some being Malkovich, John Malkovich shit.
Or that. Pull it
Malkovich,
back.
Malkovich.
X will be the stack-up point for pretty much the entire fight. Wow, no one died to the Shadow Crash. Oh, the first
You know, but people got killed, like got hit. I don't understand.
Because look at him, he has Crushing Darkness, and damage increased by 500%. This Shadow Crash one-shots.
Oh, there you go.
There it is.
For example. Okay, that's what that explains it. I didn't notice he buffed himself with 500% increased
I
damage.
see. That explains.
Yeah, so just one unlucky soul gets the Super Shadow Crash. I could, Expert, you could not have better demonstrated things. Alex has been in the guild before. I don't even remember when. I don't remember what the fuck he raided with us. He raided some shit.
He rated on his enhanced chamois,
Yeah.
I think.
D&D is kind of like herpes. People come and go, but you're kind of there forever.
Not a good analogy.
And you have herpes.
Oh yeah, upon raiding with us, you all have herpes. I forgot to mention.
Herpes simplex 10.
Well, I mean, we already have it, so.
Eh,
Alright, after this boss, I'm gonna run grab a whiskey.
something like 53% of Americans have it, so it's much more than you think.
Might as well spread the love.
There you go. So stack up at the... Did I put an X on the ground? I swear I put an X on the ground. Who's gaslighting me?
Bum shaker.
You put an X on bum.
Nah, I didn't do that. Oh, well, that was at one point, but that wasn't it. Alright, here we go. Just make sure you alternate your cleaves and blah 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 blah.
4, 3,
Oh yeah, it's bed and dwarf at this point. Yeah, you guys know what to do. We're lost in the last phase. Stack up near the X. The timing of everything should be the same as a heroic last week, so yeah. We should only get one round of ads though. I appreciate the person who got scared and ran off. Who was that?
I accidentally clicked the lock portal.
Uh-huh. You heard the sirens and you booked it. It's a good man. So I like to
Better
see
safe than sorry.
someone who runs from every mechanic instead of someone who doesn't run from any of them. Took a while to Shake would run off. Oop. Hold up. I gotta not kill everybody. Okay. Let someone else run off. Wave, good.
I think you have more time on normal to get out.
I feel like
Yeah.
maybe half a second more.
Yeah, not like a ton more, but
It's possible. Yeah, we would totally be way too spread out for heroic. There'll be another I-beam in 8 seconds. This will be the last one. Alright, here's the combo. Let's see, you got the Zool, we got out. Absalom, good. And who's the last one? Loki again. Hurrah. Alright, here's the transition now. Kill the ads. We're going to be CCing them, so only kill the ads next to the boss. Make sure you're chain interrupting them. Ads should spawn in like 10 seconds.
Be sure you run out if you get rolling.
If you're rolling to siege, make sure you place them as far away from the group as possible. Use the defensive because it is a dot. Alright, grip the far one over, perfect, and take these out. He's casting rolling to seed at this point, so just make
On
sure.
you, Dastard.
I know, I'm just waiting a few seconds. It's hard to miss.
I heard the air horn.
Alright, grab the other Venuvian. How many rolling to seeds go out on normal? Is it 2 only? Yeah, 2. Probably get one more round of that. Watch out, people are going to get the debuff to run out at the same time we're supposed to be stacked up for these things, so just be prepared. Yeah. Should be fine. Just get them as far away as you can, fighting with them. Alrighty. Same deal here. Grip the appropriate one over. Make sure we do get interrupts on that star. They are stunnable in Heroic, right? It's just they can't be moved.
Yeah, they are still.
Yeah, so you can interrupt and stun. Alright, bring the last one over here.
Just hit stage.
Yep. Everyone sees that purple circle. Oh, there it is. Who's got the debuff? Solomon.
I got it.
Oh, the other one on the opposite side? Okay, perfect, yeah. As a reminder on Heroic, when we get to this, when that debuff wears off, you have to run away from the group. It doesn't happen on this difficulty. There's no explosion. But yeah, on Heroic, you have to run away, otherwise it blows up the ears of people. Suppose we could just CC Solomon.
Trying, but somebody keeps breaking.
Oh, I was picking it.
Where's the fucking finally?
Ooh, that ring.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Tanks, remember how we pulled this last week? We can pull extra, but let's be very careful that we don't pull too much and get knocked back. Start slow, and once we get a little bit more room, you can start pulling more. Alright, I got a nice weapon for anybody who wants it. Yeah, we're gonna do Zool, then we'll take our break, and then we'll do the last 2 here. Switch over to Heroic, probably drop 1 or 2 people, then try to knock out the first 2 Heroic. Let's start with these 2 Dominators. like Rev. Is that both Dominators? Pull back, pull back. This is not what I was expecting to grab right now. We need to cycle up, and we got a whole nother pack. Fantastic. Pull up, and we got another pack. Well, we're so fucked. It's not even funny. Yeah, tanks. Pull back, always. This is not an acceptable place to fight him. I don't know why I have to tell you guys this right now.
I saw a lot of LOS.
Because even if you're fine in the right position, some stupid person is going to shoot a chain lightning and bounce it into mobs nearby. Pull back for these.
Beware.
Battle res a tank if we can. Blow all the battle reses. They will keep dying until we get this pack done. As their punishment.
Too far away. Beware.
Kill the vein splitters. They're the worst things here.
Beware. Beware.
Alright. Oh, we're all gonna die. Release and you have to run around the long way, guys. So what have we learned here?
Pull it back.
When Dasher says when Jasper says
Just a
pull,
tip.
when I say just pull the Dominators, just pull the Dominators. Don't pull 6 packs. We can barely handle 2 packs without you
It
guys
looked like
dying.
a panda ran up there and pulled the Dominators while they were next to the other dudes.
I will say that I didn't tag anything. I just actually was like just close up on the steps, and I guess I was too close to pull the Dominators. I didn't pull the other packs though.
Are these things still in combat with us? How the fuck are you guys just not dying?
There was one that was stuck on the stairs over here. It was
War Mother
not
Rakali?
going anywhere.
Oh, it's because somebody ran up and aggroed one of the avoidable. This is a named mob. Stay here. We have to kill it. Don't double back, guys. We have to kill this named one because somebody pulled it from who knows where. Probably
Okay,
on top of
that-
one of the pyramids. Did you say that was you?
Yeah, I took the stairs thinking I was going down. He was right there.
Alright, Bum, you gotta sit in the back of the group. We'll let you know when we get to the boss. Those 2 aggros. I made, for a whole tier, I made source hug walls in an instance and not go through the center. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's you now. You're the caboose of the group. If I ever see anyone in front of you, I'm gonna increase the amount you gotta stand in the back by another 5 to 10 yards.
Okay,
Like,
then I'm gonna run grab a whiskey.
it's gonna be like football. Every time you disobey, I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna give you 5 more yards.
This is gonna be great.
Soon you'll be next room over.
That's because I love to fly in the front. Alright, I'm gonna grab a whiskey while you do this.
No, get your ass back here. You're gonna help clear this shit. You're just gonna be doing it by spamming crackling jade lightning.
Alright.
That's all you're allowed to use.
Still not as bad as your chain lightning.
Oh, I haven't chain lightninged anything in a while.
Crackling lightning. That's so good. That's such a bad.
Yeah, I don't know what the purpose of it is.
Yeah, I'm
It's
surprised
good for
that.
mob tagging.
Yeah.
It also, you could used to be able to spec into it to having a slight
Yeah, we see
knockback.
how well that went, Bomb, with your mob tagging.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. I literally just stood there and he got too close.
Have a target.
Alright, we can grab the one Blood Weaver on that side. We'll grab, as soon as she's in the center, we'll grab the Dominator. Alright, as soon as the Dominator is dead, we can start pulling these packs 2 at a time. But only 2 at a time and only when we have the cooldowns. Probably blew a lot of them trying to survive that last thing.
Yeah, you see my sick 300 DPS on this chain lightning, crackling lightning.
Too far away.
Oh, and I'm recording. I'm recording your shame.
I need to
Get back up here and normally DPS Bum. This is the last week we have you. Put you to good use.
I need to target something first.
Alright, yeah, feel free to grab 2 at a time as long as you don't accidentally grab a Dominator as well. A Dominator and 2 at a time is too dangerous. Okay. Cycle through stuns on these vein splitters. The dots is the nastiest thing here. Split them up as much as you can, tanks. One of you with all of them on you would not be good. Try to coordinate stuns only when they're casting Carve and Spit. Split. Spit? Carve and Spit. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's acceptable. Two packs at a time is all we can do, and it's only if the tanks are dropping their stacks. If you guys don't drop your stacks, you need to hold off on pulls. So nobody here think that they know better and try to pull an extra pack here. Tanks know exactly if
And don't get knocked back into mobs.
Yeah.
Yep, everything here knocks back. You got to put yourself in a very careful position. Better get knocked off the cliff and have us all go haha, rather than get knocked into another pack. Watch bed. Yep. Yeah. Somebody just got knocked into the center of the room again. That's how, and he's just AFK there. Finish off these vein splitters.
He's not here, not here.
He was here enough to get knocked into other shit, and then not. Alright.
Maybe he's just too scared to move.
It's an old trick. If you're gonna go AFK, you don't sit away in the back. You jump right into the middle of the pack, then go AFK. Nobody can see that you're
You just put
AFK.
another melee on follow. Then you're running all around. And you look fine until you get knocked away from the group, and then you just sit there.
I'm out of range.
Kevin's the master of AFK.
I would prefer for them to have a slightly less trash here, and just put a little bit of trash between this before the second to last boss and the last boss.
Oh, this place is impossible on LFO.
This trash? Oh, I can imagine.
Yep.
Target.
Yeah, it's awful.
Have a target.
We should be able to pull 2 of these packs just fine. Just be prepared for grips on the Bloodweavers. Alright, cycle the stuns. The fuck is that one vein splitter doing in the back, trying to cast Carve and Spit? Jesus Christ.
I need to target something.
Anybody see the BlizzCon schedule?
I glanced at it briefly.
It's interesting. It's interesting because there's one fewer stage than they announced previously, last year rather, when they increased the number of stages last year. I doubt they have less to talk about, so...
They do have less to talk about.
Don't have a target.
I don't think so.
No, this is not an X-Pack year.
Yeah, but I mean, with regards to WoW, sure. But I think it's a good indication that they have, like, they routinely, when there's a new project announced, there's usually just gaps in the schedule. And I think yes, this year instead, what they decided to do was just put a gap in an entire stage and just hide that stage from view until they announce stuff. Also, the first presentation after the opening ceremony is what's next in Diablo, which is an interesting choice. Not their flagship Overwatch cash cow like previously. Not WoW because there's no new WoW expansion. So Diablo is an interesting choice. Considering they have confirmed they're working on new Diablo projects, that would be a good indication that maybe they're going to show one of them off. They'll probably showcase the new, or whatever they have to share about the new Netflix series in the works.
Oh yeah, I heard about that the other day.
It's too far away.
There has been confirmation that it is going to be animated, so it'll be an animated Netflix series about Diablo, or in the Diablo universe.
If it can be as close as Castlevania is as far as quality, it'd be nice.
It's, what studio's doing it? It's,
Watch bedpost, yes.
yeah, I think it's the studio that did the recent Skylanders, fucking animated series. But,
We also have both Dominators right now, the ads are for.
yeah, the ads are going to be buffed here. Let's try to get the Vein Splitters as fast as possible. They're the real danger here with their stacks. Kill the Vein Splitters, make sure you continue to stun them, and then kill the Dominators after. Yeah, try to avoid double Dominator if we have all these vein splitters up when possible.
This went much smoother last week.
Then last week?
Yeah, wasn't last week like really?
No, last week was fucking perfect. We started off with just doing single
Yeah,
kills.
he's saying it went way smoother last week.
Oh, went way smoother. Yeah, we had fewer tank deaths. They got a little cocky, that's what I'm gonna guess. Last week we start off pulling one pack at a time, and then I started saying start double pulling, and we were just doing explicit double pulls and never more than 2 Dominators unless one was about to die, and it worked very clean. Now we're being a little sloppier with the pulls, and we're getting through with only a tank death here and there, but I mean, if the tanks are the ones that are dying and the ones pulling too quickly, it all kind of works itself out.
Does really just say the tanks have little cockies?
It's not the size that matters.
Yeah.
It is here.
It's the mass.
Nobody wants a dip can.
Alright, over to the back to the front. Is that the front? What the fuck is the front? Yes,
No, we
over to the
normally
west
do over
side.
here.
From the west side is what we always do.
Over here.
Where I am, guys, that is not what we do. We always pull from the side with a crusher in front of us.
It does not matter how he returns.
Raiden and now running back. Almost there.
You can jump off from the front now.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna mark the things up for CC. We should all know the deal here. Just listen for my kill target. Always be cleaving off of an ad, unless they're Krogs, in which case cleave off of Zool. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, let me trade that mace. There we go. I'll call out which one to grip. I'll CC the other one as usual. Stack up on top of in the center, on top of me, the skull, and what was the other thing? Oh yeah, just be quick on the stuns on the blood hexers when they're casting congeal blood. Don't stun them for anything else. And yeah, oh, tanks. Yeah, I remember. When you get the debuff, don't run off immediately to the X. I want to start practicing this for heroic, since this is the next one we're going to be doing heroic. When you get the debuff and you get taunted off of, run to the side so you're not in front of him for the cone anymore, and wait as long as you can before getting over to the X. Only get to the X when you have to actually get to the X, and make sure you don't accidentally get cleaved by the boss when trying to get over there. But stand off to the side so that you can have, 5-6 seconds of the dot pass while you're in range of most of the heals, and then run off as late as possible. That'll ensure you don't die to the dot damage by running out of range too quickly. Alright, here we go.
5.
This is one we're going to have to get much cleaner at in phase 2.
2, 1.
Get the crusher now. When phase 2 starts, nobody can be on the second half of the room. The half with triangle, purple diamond, X. Like, you can't step past the halfway line here. If you do, you're gonna basically get mind control off a cliff. So just make sure you stay on this half if you ever have to run away from anything. Which one are you gonna grab? You can get the one at the moon, and I will CC the one by circle. Burn down that one at the moon quickly, guys. I think we're gonna kill the other hexer first. So get ready to grab the other hexer. Alright, grip over the other hexer, let's bring it in quick. Get ready to stun it like crazy. Okay, get ready on the stuns. Stun it, perfect. Kill her before she can do that again. Alright, now onto the crusher. Would be prepared. You might have to take care of the grips here in a second. Oh, Zul's at 60. What I think is at. Oh, never mind. I mixed up targets. Never mind. You'll grip the one at Moon, and I will CC Circle. This will be the last set of ads before we transition in. We'll get one more Crusher likely. Alright, grip over that Moon. Kill it quick. Save your stuns for the second one.
Next.
Yeah, a Blood Hexer, Blood Hexer. Alright, get the other Blood Hexer, guys. Grip it over. And get ready with the stuns. Wait for it. Wait till you see Congeal Blood. Now. Perfect. Kill it before there's a problem. And perfect. Now cleave off the Hexer and we'll be set. We have 15 seconds until the next, if you guys can hit Zool a little bit, that'd be good. Don't worry about the buff, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It might be a little scary on the tanks in the moment, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, get back into position. Tanks will with minor defensive because he does have that debuff. Make him face the X. Do not stand in front of him, guys. Do not stand in front of him. And you want to be as far back from him as you can, so max melee range. Alright, if you can go to 3 bed, then yeah, run off to the side bed and just wait to the side. Dwarf will have him now. And get to the X now, bed. Get to the X.
Those minions are pretty close.
Yeah.
It's too far.
I got some of them.
Alright, come back and taunt. We could probably waited even longer, bed, since you're much more. So that's the idea. Is that way you don't ever run out of range. You probably noticed the second you moved away how much more damage you took. Like you went from basically being topped off to taking a massive amount. So like in your case, you just want to sit to the side and wait till like 3 seconds left and then just leap to the X and detonate at the very last second. And that will mean that you hopefully, all the healers can watch you, you stay alive, no problem. Dwarf will probably have to run off a couple seconds earlier, but if you're grabbing the boss first, it should be fine. But like that was mad fast. Alright, out of the center, guys, unless you want to risk the door opening underneath you. So, what are we gonna do here? Let's take our break. So, opening the door up, let's take our break. We'll come back here. We'll do the last two. If you need a moment to brush up on these last two, do so. This next boss here, guys, it's so critical that it's not a rush. We have so much DPS for this. We just made mincemeat of Zool. We have to spend the time spreading out, moving the boss as necessary, and avoiding everything. Multiple mind controls will result in a wipe here, so... but we'll discuss that when we get back. So, quick 10-minute break here.
I appreciate
we'll
that,
knock
Arrow.
the next two out and then move into Heroic.
Wait, your name is different. It's Arrow Niero. You added an I. took out the numbers. Gotcha. Yeah, guild's on break, so I guess I'm gonna step outside for a minute too.
Alright, I'm back. Actually, how did Zool look? Let me look at the logs. Pretty good.
Business here?
Is everybody back?
I just gotta grab my
Check-
coins, so
check-
I'll
check.
be there.
Check ready for here, or say you're here if you can't check ready for whatever reason.
I'm logging in.
Okay, shifted, spite, how? Okay, spite, how, good, shifted.
Shifted is walking.
Over, and Kinky's here. Alright, we're all here. So just a couple reminders here, guys. 1, spread out. If you can't spread out, say something so that I'll call for the tanks to move the boss. 2 is a range and healer. Stay clear of the orange circle. We don't want any of the mind control orbs over there. 3, don't free anybody. That's only for the hunters. You may think you're helping, but you're not. It's very critical that the hunters are the only ones freeing people. If I need somebody else to help, I will call for it. If a hunter says, oh shoot, I need help, that doesn't mean jump into it, because then next thing you know, 5 people jump into it all at once. I have somebody on backup, it's fine. 3, or that was already 3. 4, dodge everything, and if you screw up and you get hit, grab the little green orbs, unless I explicitly say don't grab any of them so that the tanks can clear their stacks. And that's pretty much it. The most important thing here, because there's so many of us, is to spread out and stay apart as long as you guys are on the wrong side. If you're on that side, the boss is gonna be behind you. You should come over here to where I am. Come to the south side of the room.
Well, first I'm gonna eat.
Don't forget to have fun. Bullshit. Doesn't matter if you have fun or not. You gotta kill the boss.
Oh, can somebody grip me up for the feast?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Tank the boss. For the people who have not done this with us, the boss will be tanked with facing the wall directly behind him to start. We'll try to rotate him counterclockwise unless a bunch of purple orbs get put onto next to him counterclockwise. Remember, melee, it's you can stand in front and behind purple orbs. So even if there's one next to him, that doesn't mean that that's it. You can be in front of the orb or behind it if you position the first set of orbs in a decent way. Slash range 5, yeah, will be the range that you need to keep apart from people to prevent double mind controls. When the boss comes back up during the transitions, I'm going to ask that range focus on the ads. Melee, you can help out kill the ads, but only if you're not standing next to somebody. If some melee is already attacking one of the ads and you can't attack it without being within 5 yards, don't. It's too dangerous to have multiple people getting mind control.
I don't have any problems with Dastard. I think he's a good.
If you can't do slash range, that means your DBM's probably broke.
I can't open it. I can't even open DBM.
Huevos is the only one that I ever really.
Mine
had any
automatically
problems
toggles when I get in a fight, when I start a boss fight.
You know,
that has a range
depends.
limit.
Yeah, usually it should. I think in the earlier versions of DBM wasn't popping up a range check for this one. So if you have a late enough version, it should be fine, automatically good.
No, Vic, I've like relogged and restarted my computer.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull, guys. So here we go. Let's do this. Just remember, spread out. That's the most important thing. Everything else is secondary to that. We can last as long as we need to on this fight. Mana is not a concern. We have an extra healer and all that. Spreading out is the most important thing. Spread out. Make sure you sidestep that. Good, no one was hit. Dude, get how out of that, hunters.
That'll work.
Sidestep that. Tanks careful. Try not to stand in front of him, guys. That tanks shouldn't have to be dodging that. Make sure you run that off, Absalom. Make sure you run that off.
Oh,
You
shoot,
gotta
I'm
run
sorry.
that off. That gives stacks to everybody.
Shoot, that's my bad. I'm sorry.
Everybody in melee, you need to pick up all those orbs that you just dropped.
Bad taunt.
Sidestep this. Alright, let's drag him a little bit counterclockwise. Just so that those orbs are not too close to him. Continue to spread out, guys. Spread out, spread out, spread out. Dodge this and then continue to spread out as much as you can. So try to stay clear of the orange circle.
I'm getting you.
Oh, third time.
It's fine, it happens. Dodge and shit. Make sure you get away with that spite. Alright, he's incoming. Stay spread out, get towards the circle, but do not stack up. Get towards the circle, guys. Don't be by the square. Like, get over to the circle on the side. And good. Pick up some orbs. Pick up your orbs, and then get back over to the circle. Stack as close as you can to the circle. I'll get the first interrupt.
Alright, now we can bounce off the wall.
I do, it's fine.
If you have stacks, guys, take the time to grab green orbs between ad spawns. Very important. Beam. Get ready to and now, go for it. Drag it over, drag it over. Beam, beam, beam. Get it closer to the ads. Get it closer to the ads, Dwarf. It should be right on top of those so that we can be interrupting it. Focus on killing as fast as possible, guys, so he loses his stacks. Interrupt that. Beam right to the side. Yeah, there it is. Oh. Keep heading around to the biggest clump of these. Get an interrupt on that. Dodge this. Take these ads out. Prioritize the ones with lower health so that we can get rid of them as fast as possible. Alright, tank, put him back by the X. Grab orbs if you can. If you have any amount of
Spread out.
Shifted should probably pick some up. Novik, you should grab some, and X Pride.
Yeah, keep getting taken.
There's a bunch up. Some in the center. Dodge this shit. Alright, melee, you should focus on the boss at this point. We're almost done with the ads.
There's a ad behind the tank.
Yeah, someone was standing well out of position. Like an ad, that means that somebody just AFK'd over there during the transition. Range, melee, do what you can to attack. No, you can't because you're going to force the beam into the wrong place. Yeah.
I'm already over here.
Melee trying to free me, you just knocked me against what the hunters were doing, so please try not to do that. Sidestep that. There are a few orbs on the right side of the room for people who are in critical state, like bedpost should probably. Drag him a little bit counterclockwise, tanks. A little bit counterclockwise. Move away from the orange. Don't free Milky. Don't free Milky for a second. Let his thing wear off and then free him. Alright, you can free him now.
Yeah, I was getting a good angle anyways, and sword.
There's some orbs in the center for anyone who needs them. Dodge beam. Save some cooldowns for the next transition, guys. We need to make sure those ads die fast. Source and Spite, make sure you run to different sides of the room if you can. There are a bunch of melee in the back stuck in an orb somehow. They probably running a debuff out. Alright, transition coming up, guys. Get ready. You'll probably do one more blast. Dwarf, make sure you clear your stacks. Alright, watch the beam. Yeah, melee, you can't. We have to be very careful getting close. Get close to the circle, guys. Get as close as you can to the circle without being within range of each other.
Stack up
No one should be near the square. No one should be at the top. Everyone should be as close as they can to the circle. If you're not near the circle, you're going to spawn ads in a bad place. Alright, grab these orbs and grab all the orbs you can and get to.
I'm gonna get you, Kiki.
The lust just to make sure that we can succeed. Yeah. Beam's going through the group. Watch it. Make sure you're quick to dodge those. Kill that first ad as fast as possible. Focus on the Naraki.
I'll get Novik and Shake.
Beam's going through you, Dwarf. Watch it. You have to get this interrupt. I can't. Alright, drag it over to the ads as soon as this beam's done. Drag it over. Pick up the taunt off him and pick up the orbs you can, Dwarf. Make sure we're cleaving these ads. Focus on the Destroyer though. This Destroyer has to die as fast as possible before he does another shear. Leave the orbs that are up. Tanks, cleanse yourself first. Tanks are priority right now. Once the tanks have cleansed themselves, then other people can grab them. Alright, take these ads out.
Beware.
Dodge that.
I'm gonna need 2 more orbs.
You're fine with a couple of them. It's only 1% each. Drag them in position. Range will finish off these ads. Melee, focus on the boss. Range can finish these. There's not too many. Range, stay away from me though, Zulslime, because I'm about to detonate. Battle res bedpost immediately. There should not have been a problem keeping him up.
I was just not gonna do this.
Can we battle res bed? Priority should be on tank right now. Okay, good. Any
I'll get you. Let me get these people out.
One at a time, one at a time.
Guys, I said let me do it.
Yeah, nobody's supposed to be freeing anybody.
No, I'm in an orb again.
Alright, hold on.
Christ, everyone's on top of you. Melee, you gotta stay away from the tanks. Yeah, we're almost dying because people are freeing people too quickly. Drag them against the clockwise, drag them clockwise. This is getting a bit messy. Let's coordinate a couple healing cooldowns if we can. Slowly free those people. Careful. Yep, yeah, we're too quickly. Everyone's at half health. We can't free people. Just wait on freeing people if that's the case. I assume we don't have another battle res for bed at this point. Well, Dwarf, you're gonna just have to solo tank. We'll see how long you can last.
Beware.
Wait, he's back. That post is back up.
Right,
Yeah, they
good.
had one for me.
Oh, good. Then bed, taunt off as soon as you can.
I need out.
Working.
Yep. Nobody else free anybody.
I'm gonna wait.
Watch it with an arcane barrage.
Yeah,
Okay,
guys,
I can't free that many people. I'm gonna kill
just leave them.
everybody.
Just leave them then. Doesn't matter. They can stay mind control for the rest of the fight if I don't give a shit. We just can't kill everybody else by trying to free them. Keep dragging them along the wall clockwise. There are a bunch of orbs right behind him if people need it. Oh, just bed. Bed, put him in position. Face him away before that shear.
I'm gonna get Rev out of these, so we have to heal.
Just focus on keeping bed alive. We're almost done. Run that off Spite just to be safe, and we'll be fine here. Jesus, that was very, very, very sloppy. We still have people who are using moves that cleave and all that stuff to hit people out. I can't stress, like, in Heroic, you free 2 people at the same time, half the raid dies. Like, you have to be very, very careful to free people one at a time.
You vile creature.
That was painfully sloppy.
And like on the other side of that is we have to be very careful not to be having people getting doubled up. Both of them mind controlled at the same time. All right. In terms of the assignments here, we'll do bum first. Yeah, bum first, then the 2 mages, and then I'll go with spite. Can I get a backup in case someone needs to run up with spite? I'll be the backup in case something happens with bum, and then someone else if needs to be careful in case something goes wrong with spite. Spite should be fine. I'd rather you stay down here, Roger, to call out anything since I'm well actually I'd be down here, so yeah, it's fine I guess.
Which side is he doing?
Left side.
And he
Yeah, that
goes
was really sloppy.
third,
We
right?
still managed to get through it.
Oh,
You're
is
right,
that the
Zach.
tentacle 66? Hold up a second.
To be fair, this is normal, so we are outgearing the shit of this. But
He will be going up third. Yeah, he'll be the last person. Actually,
Okay.
let's change it up. Spite will actually go first, and Bum will go third, because yeah, that just makes more sense.
Okay, I'll just start up here with him.
Okay, ready to check, and we'll get moving.
Is there a warlock portal up top?
There will be.
I'm going first.
Yeah, you'll go first. You'll go first both times.
Okay.
Which means Bum, the first time you put yours in, go for it. The second time, hold on to it until that third ad spawns for the timing.
I got you.
Do you need me to let you know when I'm gonna put the orb in, or just do it as fast?
Just let you just know when you've done it. Yeah, just do it right away and just let us know if you succeed or fail so that we can adjust. Alrighty. Yeah, we'll do the countdown. We should be good.
so how's everything going with you, Zaz?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Source going to put that up. It should be you have time. There should be 5 or 6 seconds.
3, 2,
You said it's already up there?
Yeah, it's up there.
Okay. Yeah, get close enough for the buff, guys.
Yeah, I saw that was the
People
thing.
not running
Staying
away.
in there.
It looks like Dead by Daylight.
Put it in.
Or not Dead by
Cool.
Daylight. Whatever that one fucking game was that we played that I was not a fan of.
Alright, mages, get ready. Yours are in 4 seconds,
I
so
will probably
you
be
two head over
skipping
there.
that.
The 2 people are assigned to it, don't worry. Mass. Move this boss to the opposite side where the 3 tentacles are. It makes more sense to put it there. Always be cleaving the terrors. Don't worry about the Dark Young. Always be cleaving the off of the little ones. The big one we should keep alive as long as possible so we can get that Dark Bargain.
Wow, the timer's off.
Yeah, interrupt these as much as you can,
got it.
guys. Cool. So Bum, get ready. Yours is in 4 seconds.
I'm running.
I'm gonna shadow you just to be safe.
Come on.
Suck.
I hit a wall.
Doesn't make you suck any less. A third to me. Get the fuck out of here. Get near the big shiny light. Don't drop any void zones in there. Pad your meter on the ads. If you can if you can chain lightning them all, go for it.
Yeah.
If you can't chain lightning,
I've seen stuff
Sucks
on
for
it.
you.
It just doesn't look
Oh
super
yeah, look at that
interesting.
crackling jade.
I know it's better than it was.
look at
at
the chain
launch.
lightning. Look at the fucking distance on that. It's fucking nonsense. All right, important point here, guys. If you get explosive
know.
corruption, you got to get as far
I got
as
a bunch of other
you
stuff
can
that I would
from the
rather
group.
play than
Just book it. Stack up
Friday the
otherwise,
13th, so
but you have to get as far as you possibly can.
just kind of where
I'll
I'm
look
at.
this time on you, Spite. 2 seconds, so perfect. Yeah. Then as soon as
Alright, I'm just gonna trust you, Spite. Yell if you need me.
No, I can't make it in one jump and then multiple.
I'll go up with him, Roger.
Okay.
Yeah, get like
You can't use, if you use 2 dashes, a vault, and the portal, you can't make it? Huh. That's fine. We have to stall on this one, so. Roger, you basically just stand right in front of the thing, and then wait for him to throw it to you.
I mean, I'm 1 leap away, but yeah.
Right.
I'm coming.
A little far out.
Yeah, just stand right next to the thing. Yeah, that's. Alright, first stacks are going to be wiped. Make sure you get into the circle tanks. Make sure you get into it. Get into the circle. Get into it.
Then.
Get over here. Shake. Alrighty. Kill this ad. Alright, mages, you're up. And the last one will be Bum and me, and I'll hold on to it. Make sure you're cleaving off the gibbering.
He's way out of melee.
Yeah, I don't know. You get bring it back, whoever's not tanking him. I mean, you can walk over to attack it. It's...
Make sure you're in this.
Get back into the circle. Cool. Bum, get ready.
Throw me a quick heal.
Try to drop your stacks here first, Bum. Try to drop your stacks in the circle if you can. You always try to drop your stacks before running up if you can, because now you have a dot on you. That sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to heal yourself. Now you're gonna have 3 stacks. See if you can do it. If you get there, just stay still. Up, nope, right onto the wall.
Get in this.
Toss it to me and get out. Is this the 3rd one?
Blood feast. Yes.
Yeah, you weren't supposed to be attacking that second ad at all, guys. Being inside for that. Get into the red circle. Is it up?
It's already gone.
Is that the 3rd circle? Okay.
Yeah.
Focus the boss. I can't see it from up here.
Well, I said when you asked, I said yeah.
Okay. Go all out on him. Sure, hopefully have enough DPS to make this not matter. Whereas in case something happens with the tanks, we don't need another tank. Try another DPS. I said save it.
Oh, Simon has
Take it or not.
Do not. Battle reses are for winners, Bomb. Run away.
And closers.
Run away from that big brown circle, as far away from it as you can. The further the better, and just keep getting away from them. Drink a beer if you have one. It's a good idea, actually. This phase is easy. Alright, now stack up. Stack up right behind him. Ow. Don't let a rock hit you in the head like that. If you get the dot, run as far away from the group as you can. That was not far away. Now, you were on the right side of the boss, and you ran to the left side of the boss to drop it right next to us. You guys, the goal is just to get as far away from the group as possible. Wherever you are, get to the closest wall, the quickest way you can get away from us. Turn away from him, turn away from him. Wow, that was a lot of you that got here. Get ready to run away. Book it if you get the debuff. Get out. Get out. Get ready to turn away. Turn away. Right, and if you want to break people, go for it. Cool. Run away.
Yeah, I honestly don't have any urge in playing Borderlands again.
Way.
Just wasn't really like.
But we had a point like this
Like, it wasn't
source, you could
terrible,
also
just
put your
like-
turn away. You could also put your portal down again,
I don't know.
just to help
Felt
people get away
plain,
from the group
kinda boring.
faster, since there's no need for it upstairs anymore. Just a helpful.
Like, if I want to play a Diablo-like, I'd rather play Diablo.
All right, let's Okay.
Like, I already put Borderlands back on the store shelf.
Take the portal up to the exit.
I have no interest in continuing it. Like, I'm glad that we played it. I'm glad that I got to see the credits. But as soon as I saw the credits, I didn't go, ooh, I want to play more of this game. I was like, ah, cool. I'm finally done with this game. Yeah, it wasn't like super bad or anything. I was just kind of bored with it.
Hey, Wave, turn your TV up a little bit. I can't hear the game.
Is it set to heroic now?
No. Alright, let's step out. I'll switch over to heroic. Let me just real quick look at the numbers.
I got so much for the run.
Oh, right, I can't look at the numbers on that last fight because obviously people are playing basketball. It should be on heroic now.
Talok survived the Amod strike. We cannot let this monstrosity stand between us and Gahoon.
Yeah, no, well, sort of, Raja. Here, just stick around. You guys, we're fine on damage, so we should be fine for these first two. You can stick around for these two. It's once we get to Fetid and we get to Vectis that the damage becomes critical. So stick around here. I'm gonna look at the damage after each go here, and if somebody's not high enough, I'll let them know. But we shouldn't have a problem for these first two. Tanks, let's go ahead and pull the trash.
Can Nova get Whisper?
No.
Absolutely not.
I need to get closer.
Astrid,
Pardon?
did you see my question off?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Arrow's got some weird stuff with, like, how he treats the internet.
Good news is we one-shot every boss on normal because we're not going to count that pull on Vectis. Which is good. Means we're beyond normal. We even went with with people that hadn't done some of the fights before, and we still made it through pretty cleanly. Gahoon, we actually had very few people drop stuff. People dropped some stuff near us, but nobody dropped anything on top of us, which I suppose is an improvement. And then Mithrax, while it wasn't the cleanest kill, it certainly was a one-shot, which, fuck it, I'll take it.
Nah, once I finish up Yakuza 0, which I'm getting pretty close, so I'm hoping to have that done this week. I'll probably start streaming
Alright, so here's
the new
the
Dragon
deal.
Quest. That looks fucking awesome.
No more fucking
I'm gonna
around.
click this real quick.
You gotta drop the void zones in the correct spot, or the blood shit in the correct spot. Bloods from
Plus the new
phase
Call of Duty's out
1
by
all
then,
have to be wherever I
that
say they
case,
are. I
where we
guess
drop
it's
the
not always the
voids.
same place. So for the start, it'll always be the X. We'll run through them. When he does the cudgel, same thing. It's straightforward. Yeah. Cool. I have re-origination array now. This should be fun. Alright, stack up on yours truly, and I think everybody's here. Yes, everyone is. Here's the countdown. Let's do this. 6 healers, so it should be very easy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Plasma collection.
Put him more in this. Well, it's too late now. Just leave him there. Run those back to the X, to the X. Thank you for correcting. Perfect. Oh, that last one wasn't perfect, but thank you for correcting.
Make sure you put them all down before you run back.
Yeah. Get ready to run through them and just before the cudgel. Someone's already dead. Oh, hold the res. Run through them. We'll stay here by the square now. Just make sure you run them straight back. Flip them around. Alright, you two run back. Straight back. Perfect. Another round of discharges to drop them back in the room. Drop them right
Battle
behind us.
Royale fascinates
As
me.
close as you can to the
And I
previous
think
ones. That's
that
not
Battle
one
Royale
that's
can be
static.
a really fun mechanic, but like Call of Duty
back.
has decent shooting mechanics. I think the Battlefield will probably be better, but
I look the way the TV
I'm
is
still really
listening to the
looking
sound.
Run through 'em. We'll hit the transition in 2 seconds here before the next discharge, so be prepared. We have 2 DPS down. I don't want to use it, but I'm gonna pick up solo moves just to make sure we have enough. We have 6 healers, so we can't afford not to. Pick them up for the ads. Yeah, I just want to make sure we don't fall behind. All right, get the Coalesce Blood. Keep them as close as you can to the boss at all times. Do your thing, Dwarf.
Probably wouldn't all stand right there. There's a farm.
the beam right there.
Yeah, we'll be fine in a moment. Alright, sidestep over to the side with me. I'll put a mark on my head. Square. Oh, nope, moon. I guess I'm a moon this time. So head over to me, the moon, if you want to not die. Seems some people wanted to die.
You'll be fine in the X.
We'll be fine here for the rest of the fight. Yeah, you'll be fine at... Oh, the X actually goes down on the elevator now. Changed it. The X is
Somebody
fine
pick
for the
up
rest
this
of the
ad,
fight.
please. It's aggroed on me the whole time.
Coalesce should be on bed now. Finish your Coalesce on new one, should be spawning in 2 seconds. There it is. Yeah, so try to stay near the X as much as you can. It's safe for the rest of this, so.
It's too far away.
There'll be one more blood spawning, so make sure this one drops.
Watch the beam, guys.
Watch
Right on
out.
top of it.
Yep, can't get that far ahead, guys. Remember, I said safe by the X. Any running a mile away is not good. All right, this blood I want to take back to the corner right behind it. So directly behind me, the moon right now. That is where I want it. This we're gonna
Dwarf,
get
that
knocked
blood's
back.
yours.
So yeah, you should pick up the boss, kill this blood quickly, guys. Drop the first round of discharges right next to this ad if you can, or as close as you can to it. And then follow me after this ad is dead. Normally I lust here, but I did not. Oh, that's not great. Alright, stack up by me, the moon, run the ads straight back, lusting now. And if we get a battle res, let me know. I don't think we need a battle res for Novik.
10 seconds.
Yeah, just hold on to it. Don't use it. Run through him, run through him. Run that to the opposite side, the back corner right by Novik's corpse. Perfect. See, Novik, you're a marker. It all worked out.
See, there we go.
Yeah, stack up by me, the moon, guys, and just run these directly back. Right back.
I'm out of range.
It's a little annoying. Next discharge isn't for 20 seconds, so you'll do the static thing. Remember, if the static is ever on you, you can run to the side to face it away from the group. It's not mandatory, but it does help quite a bit. Run those straight back. Alright, get ready to run through them. Run through them and clear the spot behind us. Run through them, follow the moon. Next is charge in 5 seconds. Just again, run them straight back. This should be fine. Assuming we don't have issues with Mother, we might be able to get bedded as well. Run back.
We got a back there.
Should be able to kill him before the next move, so just make sure you run off the plasma and he'll be down. Nice, this will be a new record.
4, 3, 2.
Run to the opposite side of him, guys, to be safe. Get as far away as you can. Ooh, that was a little close, but it will be fine.
Come
Finish
on,
him
Nick,
up.
beat me and heal me if you have to. I'm dead for a while.
Nice.
Getting cocky there, Nova.
I need a fucking weapon.
Alright, just don't even bother rezzing me or anything. Just give me a second here to work through these fucking assignments. 'Cause this sucks.
I could use a res.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
If you click release.
Yeah, you
Right
spawn
there.
right here.
All the
I wanted a
rewards.
res. God, you guys are so difficult.
Alright, let's see. Bedpost, bomb, and right in first. Right, Gimma, Zool, Wave. Right, but Gimma goes through first, so How will go through with them. Yori, Shake Nova,
Oh shit,
it's
we got
fine.
tanked.
Source, Ass, Shed, Roger, fine. There's no Baja. So. Absolute. Dastard, Cabarrus, Biomature, Widow, Spite.
Legion. Going for Legion.
Let's go with X-Pride.
I think if you have the same, you can. I think as long as it's not high.
If it's the same item level, you should be able to trade it. I think there's a few exceptions with certain slots that that's not the case. But yeah.
Oh man, I'm
Holy
fucking tired.
Dwarf, solo, holy instead.
Take that chains. What chains?
How many people do we have? 26?
Yeah, I think.
I need a target. I need to target something
perfect.
first.
That normally doesn't happen. I clearly fucked something up. Oh well, we'll figure it out.
Sledge is fantastic.
Just normally I come up one or
He's
two
a
people
really
short
good
and I have to
operator,
look
that's
through
a
everyone
good
to figure out who
choice.
the fuck I missed, but it seems I actually... It's very rare that it adds up to the number of people in the group. What'd likely happen is that somebody's there who shouldn't be, and then somebody's... I haven't
I
listed.
thought I heard you say Shen.
Yeah, I already replaced him.
Okay.
Alright, so here are the order. Bedpost Bum right in first, followed by Gimma, then Zool, Wavels, and How, then Yuri, Shake, and Novik, then Source, Mass, and Raja, then Absalom, Shifted, and Kinky, then Dastard, Gabarus, and Bioden, then Widow, X-Pride, and Spite, and lastly Dwarf, Bloom, Rev, and Solo.
The doors are locked. Shut
Did I miss
down that
anybody?
machine before we are reduced to ash.
Nailed it. Alright, sweet. Cool. Good.
Before we proceed, anybody have a quick navigation to for a
I mean,
weapon?
Legion's a great up. Like,
Yeah.
really everybody's fucking good.
Kinky's too good to you, Wave. Asking for
I
a
know.
fucking a weapon enchant mid-raid?
We ran heroics just for this.
Alright, let me see here. Yeah, okay, we should be good. We are going to go to the last room, so just listen up for the calls. This is really easy. Has anyone not done this on Heroic before we pull, just to make sure you're not caught off guard by the new mechanic?
Thank you, Kinky.
Absalon and X Pride, it's exactly like normal with the beams. The difference is there's also beams that come down from the ceiling. They're marked by these orange circles in a line that you have to stack in. They're very obvious, a different orange circle you have to stack in compared to the one you have to dodge from the little fire explosion. So you also have like 6 seconds to get to them. So just make sure you're in those. It's just one more thing that you have to stand in. Easy peasy.
So what kind of stuff do you play, Simon?
Tanks, bedpost, make sure you bring the the first round of ads close to the gate so we can throw some stuns on it. And Dwarf, make sure you taunt right when he goes through the gate just to prevent the aggro from switching. We found out that was a bug, that whenever a tank goes through, it tends to do some weird high threat thing from the tank, so it pulls for whatever fucking reason.
Did they fix said bug?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm still not going to touch the fucker.
Yeah, just don't touch it, just be safe, and Dwarf's going to taunt just as you're running through just to prevent the issue from happening. Alright, here we go. Laser beams coming from the ceiling won't be until room 2.
4, 3, 2,
Room 3.
1.
Room 2. Nice try.
Laser wall is room 2.
They both appear in group 2. Alright, bed, bum, and right and go through. Schema in like 5-6 seconds go through. Up there it is. Oh, nice with the taunt. No!
No. You whore! I didn't even fucking touch you!
Brett Kavanaugh, one of our fucking tanks? What was that?
Wipe or no?
We can't battle res bed, so we done fucked, so yeah, just wipe it. Yeah, that's unfortunately something we're gonna have to deal with. That is a bug, and there's not much we can do about it. So we just have to make sure that as he's running through, you taunt and bed, you just can't touch her at all.
What
if
we
have to hope it works out.
Gotcha. Are you a PC peasant race then?
At first, not tankers so close to the wall, so if you see her running off, we can grab her back before she goes through the wall.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Let's grab the boss and pull her to the back corner just so we have more time to react to that if it goes awry. Because I mean, like if you taunt and she runs again, someone else can just throw a taunt until yours comes off the cooldown. It's
afterwards, after he goes through, it shouldn't be an issue, you know.
Yeah,
the first time it goes through.
And be careful with the second time it goes. We haven't really seen it the second time. I imagine at that point there's enough threat on Dwarf that it doesn't cause the problem. But yeah, let's just be careful. Alright, here's the count. Oh, wait, Bloom is dead. Pick up Bloom. Oh, Bloom.
She's offline.
By the way, I did want to take an opportunity to give credit where credit is due. Bloom, thank you for the consumables. She sent me something like 100+ flasks and like, I don't know, like 50 or 60, no, more than that.
What a kiss ass.
Like a few hundred potions, not for me, for the guild.
Oh, okay.
I haven't put them in the guild bank yet because, you know, whatever. But, yeah, we will be
That's
using
the
some
right
of those
attitude,
mats and
Simon.
whatnot for heroic stuff.
Nah,
I thought
like
about it, and as far as I'm
physical
concerned, we'll
only.
just use
Like,
guild
WoW
repairs
is the
on
only PC game that I play.
any progression fight. As far as I'm concerned, if it's a new fight,
Like
we'll use.
I'm
we'll,
very when
we'll
I buy a
have guild
thing, I need
repairs
to
open
own
for
a
it.
thing. I need to have a
I'm not
thing,
gonna just
a
restrict it to
physical
Mythic because
game.
whatever.
Like,
By
as
the
you
time
can
we're at
see,
Mythic, those people
the back
generally aren't
wall is nothing but fucking games.
It doesn't matter.
Games,
we'll just use it, and when we
And
run
I've
out of
got a
money,
few
we
more
run out of money.
stacks,
That's that.
you know, hidden around. I got some cartridges in the basement. Like,
Bloom, are you still
I need
in
physical
Discord?
media,
He's
and
not
PC does not give that to me.
Alright,
So,
we might have to go...
I'm still that jackass that buys TV shows on DVD and buys music on CD.
X-Pride over there.
Like, I need to have physical.
It's a shame. I just thanked her.
Or I feel like I am wasting my money.
X-Pride, let me switch you and Bloom. Just.
I'll tell her. I don't know what she's doing.
So,
I
as
assume
such,
she got disconnected.
PC gaming's just not a thing that I
here we
get
go.
to do anymore.
Here we go, which means solo you'll probably be in the second to last group now. Okay, there we go. Oh, good. Oops. I closed it. That would be bad. Here's the countdown. There we go.
No, my collection's still bigger
Let's get
than
it this
Austin's.
next go and we'll
That
actually
and
have time
Austin has a
for
lot
Fed
of
in.
like
That'd be
fluff
cool.
and filler. Mine's like all role-playing games and fighting games and just
Pull all the way
stuff
to
that
that
I
back corner,
legit
don't stand
care
in front of
about
her.
and
As soon as the
you know,
fire's gone,
mean
bedpost
something to
bump
me.
right in.
3, 2, 1. Resistance to extreme heat.
Alright, Gimma go through as well. Can't get close enough for the stun. The next group will be Zool, Wave, and How when I call for it. Zool, Wave, and How go on through.
I need to target
20 on my knockback.
Next group will be Yuri, Shake, and Novik.
Yo.
Alright, Yuri, Shake, Novik
Bring
go on
us.
through. Next group is Source, Mass, and Raja.
Did we go?
Yep, Source,
Yeah.
and Mass, Raja go through. Oh, save the battle res, we might need it for a tank. So Source, Mass, and Raja should be sure through. Next room will be Absalom, Shifted, and Kinky. Go on U3. Get away from that fire. So Absalom, Shifted, Kinky. Yep, next one will be me, Gaberis, and Bioden. Rev down is not great. Pick Rev up. Me, Gaberis,
This is a fun fight.
and Biden should be through. Careful with Dwarf, careful, careful. I think Rev is one of his healers. Yeah, okay, we should be good now.
I don't have a target.
Next one is Widow, Spite, and well, it'll
It
just be
seems
Widow
like
and
Sony's
Spite.
going to be working on
Your pet can go back and forth. That's
loosening
great.
some of that.
Widow and Spite, come on
Apparently
through.
everybody in Fortnite gets to play with each other
Last
now,
group will
which
be
is
Dwarf,
kind of a big
X-Pride, and
deal.
Rev when I call.
Got to fart nut with your friend.
If what?
It's like a little panel.
Nothing, it's not activated.
Alright, last group going through. Tanks, come on through. Be careful with the cleave. Don't stand in front of her, guys.
All right, Ben, let's go. Let's get ready.
Watch that cleave, and then get on through. Alright, watch out for lasers. Wait for that first group. Wait a second for that first group. Wait, make sure everyone's topped off and these ads are dead, and then go through. There's no rush. Alright, first group. Bedpost bum right in. Do it. Laser beams. Watch the timing. Gimma, go through right after the lasers. Tank near the wall so that we can throw some shit in there to help out. Alright, next group is Zool, Wave, and How. These ads are dead. Zool, Wave, and How go on. You can go through now during the wind. Alright, next group will be Yuri, Shake, and Novik. Watch the fire. Yeah, next one's Yuri, Shake, Novik. Right after the lasers go through.
Middle.
Yuri, Shake, Novik.
I need a target.
Next one is Source, Mass, and Raja. Get into those. Those are friendly. Do not stand in
Well,
front
I mean,
of her,
depending
though.
on the game,
Yep,
like,
I saw that happen.
the community's
Gotta
already
be very careful,
combined.
guys,
Like
when
Final
running,
Fantasy 14,
running around, not to stand in front of her.
PC players have
So,
been playing with
what group just
PlayStation
went through?
players since the PlayStation 3.
Master Raja Source.
Get this one on our side, guys. Get this one on our
I
side.
haven't gone through yet.
Yeah,
we haven't gone through yet.
I'm down.
Yeah, we're all down because one of them got pulled through the wall and then no one interrupted it.
Yeah, it was in a position where I couldn't really get it.
I mean, they should always walk to the middle of the room when they spawn.
Right, but I was way over with lasers, so I can only taunt from range one of them.
That was not great. Release quickly. Just yeah.
Yeah, it did look like it got knocked back.
Oh, be very careful about that thing, guys. If you
Because
knock
it looked like
through-
it just kind of flew into the room. It didn't.
Yeah,
like,
if
just
you knock it through, especially during when we were all running and we weren't expecting yet, we didn't have like I threw an interrupt on it and then immediately cast again, and no one got the second interrupt. Dwarf just adds up when getting to those safe zones for the one coming down from the ceiling, unless it's like
Later's ass.
we're fighting against the wind a second beforehand, there's generally plenty of time to get there. So take your time getting over there to reduce the risk somebody who's panicking runs in there and then ends
Yeah,
up getting
from my
cleaved.
understanding, it was
I'll
mostly
try
a
to drag
developer
her in and
thing
have
that
her
was
up against the
being a
wall, so
problem,
there's
but,
no risk of extra people getting cleaved
apparently
by
some
that.
of it being more of a pain in the butt. But yeah, Final Fantasy XIV has been playable between
right.
PC and PS3 and PS4 since pretty much launch. I mean, they dropped support for PS3 a bit ago, but
yeah, we'll do that on normal,
PlayStation
not on
3.
heroic. All right, here we go.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Alright, first group, go on through, watch the fire. Really?
Huevos, John.
Good, cleave. Gimma should be through. Yeah, next one will be Zool, Howl. Zool and Howl go through.
I don't have a target.
I got the interrupt on this side.
After these ads are down, Yuri, Shake, and Novik will be next. Yuri, Shake, Novik.
Beware.
Testing bacterial resistant.
Next one will be Source, Mass, and Raja. Go on through. What? How the expert? You gotta fight that more. Pick up X. The wind is stronger than you. You have to get very, very far away from the fire beforehand. Next one is Absalon Shifted Kinky.
I'd have to go back in to get him. I got her.
Now they're dying super fast.
So Absalon Shifted Kinky should go through.
2 more coming. 3 more.
Next one is Dastard Gaberis Biden. Get distance as far as you can. Alright, after this, Dastard Gaberis and Biden go on through.
Oh, hello, Hansel.
Don't get cleaved.
Hi. Hello, Hansel.
Beware.
Next one is Widow Bloom and... excuse me, Widow Spite in solo.
My favorite.
Alright, Widow
special
Spite
items.
solo come on through. As long as
Yes,
people have
you
the
will.
health. Careful with Dwarf. And then you can get her close because you'll be going through very shortly. Alright, after this wind, come on through.
Bring on through to the other side.
Come on through. Ooh, that was scary on Dwarf.
Oof.
Dwarf, don't die during... Oh god. Alright, let's top everybody off. First group will be Bedpost, Bum, and Raiden after these ads are dead. Alright, go on through. Bedpost, Bum, and Raiden. Lasers. As soon as these are done, then
laser
Gimmel will go through.
sights. Ouch. At least none of the lasers don't do shit.
Watch that fire. Next group is Zool, How. Zool and How go on through now.
Zool's dead.
Oh, then just How. It's just How. It's a small one. Yuri, Shake, and Novik will be next. Get into these safe zones. Don't get cleaved. As soon as these are done, then then Yuri, Shake, Novik will go through. Alright, Yuri, Shake, Novik, go. Another lasers. Watch these. Make sure you don't dive to these first. Alright. You can use a defensive cooldown to survive lasers if you are going to get hit. So yeah, that should be Yuri, Shake, Novik should already be through. Next one will be Source, Mass, and Raja.
Fucking laser sights.
Source, Mass, Raja go on through right after the wind. There will be lasers though, so get ready. So Source, Mass, Raja.
2, 1.
Get into safe zone. Don't get cleaved during this. Don't get cleaved. Alright, next one will be Absalom, Shifted, and Kinky. As soon as these ads are done, get ready. Oh, get off that. Cool. Absalom, Shifted, Kinky go on through. Watch the lasers. You may need a timer around that. Next one is next one will be me, Gaberis, and Bioden. Me, Gaberis, and Bioden go on through right after this. Watch the fire. Alright. So me, Gaberis, and Bioden go through and get into the safe zone. Next one is Widow, Fight, and Solo. After these ads are killed, you three will head through. Alright, Widow, Spite, and Solo come on through. Keep Dwarf up. I only saw 2 people go through. Widow. Oh. Cool. And bring her over tanks. We're done here. After this next wind tunnel, then bring her through before the purifying flame. Alright, bring her through. Get into the safe zones. Watch out, she will be cleaving quick soon. Up, bedpost, grab her. Grab her bedpost. Do not stand in front. Do not stand in front of her. Run through her, run through her. Careful, tanks.
Get his ads.
Yep, finish these ads off. Get off the fire, get off the fire. Get to the gap. Dodge that fire. Get into the safe zone. There's no cleaving coming, so no.
Man, she does like no tank damage.
Not normally, no. I mean, it's all avoidable. God damn it. Well, I shouldn't complain. Alright, let's go towards Fetid as quickly as we can. See if we can get that in time. Yeah, that was the problem.
Doesn't say unique, so I might try to roll on that.
Keeping that abomination alive? Why?
You really think we have time to get to there?
We're gonna do it either way.
Just asking.
We just gotta not. I mean, we'll have time for at least 2 goes with all the trash we have to pull. Let's make sure we're killing these things, move out of the whirlwinds and all that.
We do not have that kind of time.
Yep, no. At once it hits midnight East Coast time, we'll be stopping. So if we don't do it, we don't do it. It's not the end of the world. But we're gonna try for it, and if we can get it, great. If not, no big deal.
Kill us for sacrifice.
Have a plan. Activate the console and put an end to Cocoon's plague once and for all.
I don't have a target. Target something first.
Alright, so for Fetid here, the uninitiated, it's exactly the same. The major difference is that you can't kill both of those corpuscles at the same time. They just have way too much health. So we kill the one that I call for while cleaving the boss. The biggest difference is the boss has a knockback he uses. That's a very big knockback. So you always need to position yourself so you get knocked towards those columns in the rooms and not into the alcoves, because if you get knocked into an alcove and then the shit starts pouring out, you'll get a bunch of stacks of a dot that will almost certainly kill you. If you do get it, use the defensive cooldown to not die, but yeah, we'll lust to 50%, and if you just stand near me, the moon, I'm always going to be in a position where I won't get knocked around or something shit, but I may be out of melee range, so sorry. Just keep an eye on the timers for Shockwave, or for the, I think it's called Shockwave, right? Or is it Stomp? Or...
I think it's Stomp.
It's called Shockwave Stomp, go figure. Or everybody's right. So yeah, just make sure you're in a good position by the time that's used. Sometimes you can use it cleverly to knock yourself towards the target we need to kill. Other times you have to be careful, because if you do that too soon, you'll get knocked into the shit and get the dots before the ads spawn. So you just have to keep an eye on the timing. I kind of remember it for the most part, so I'll try to call those out. But yeah. Tanks, I expect you guys to just be fucking unstoppable gods at this point with the gear, so don't let me down.
Bow before me.
I don't have a target.
I'll bow before you if you don't die. Battle reses are basically exclusively for healers and tanks.
Well, the tanks won't need it.
You got that
right, Dwarf.
Absolutely.
Alright, get up there and let's start pulling those things back. That was pretty quick. We're looking good, guys. Normal was all one-shots. We one-shot Heroic Talic, which I don't know if we've actually done that before either. I think normally we have one kind of sloppy pull, and then we kill them on the next go. And then Mother, just some silly wonkiness between the pull going awry, and then...
Go on, bed. I'll bring you something.
Aw, I like gifts.
I hope those tentacles cannot.
I mean, if it aggroes, the boss despawns before he runs up the stairs, so that's why we stay back here, just in case. Just make sure you're moving off of this stuff.
Closer. It's too far away.
Ooh,
Okay, that lion is just cleaving through us.
Yeah. Yeah, he turned right into me. I was trying to get behind him.
Incoming.
It'd be great if we can get this guy, then tomorrow we can clear up along the left side and save some time. I mean, it's also good just to get him for the sake of killing him and getting fat loots, but, you know. Yeah. Roger. That's, yeah. Vectus is a very strict rage timer. I mean, if I recall, last week we killed him with half a second to spare.
Closer.
Not
Yeah, I was really
exaggerating.
close.
Yeah, so. I mean, go by the logs. If the numbers are basic guidance, but if a certain class is a little overpowered and they're pulling numbers that are in line with our upper and middle of the pack, then fine. But that should just be a good guidance.
I'm out of range.
Solo coming back? It is solo. Cool.
I need to target something first.
That Raptor's going the distance. I can't. What's LFR like for pulling this trash?
Hell's Lust.
Oh, they just pull all of it at once.
Yeah, you almost always pull the boss too.
I figure, yeah. Just people are impatient and stupid and they aggro the boss.
My group pulled everything and killed it all with the boss.
Oh, lovely.
That's not normal.
Faith roll.
I did it right after it went live, so maybe I got all the good people.
Alright, we can wait half a second here for Solo to come back in. Yeah, let me just mark up the tanks and we'll be good to go. We only have time for a couple pulls, so let's make them count. You can use cooldowns on pull, but then try to save them so that they overlap with the lust at 50%. Basically, our timing should be after killing 3 corpuscles, we'll be hitting 50%. We'll lust, and we'll make sure we only have to kill 2 more corpuscles during the last 50%. So we'll kill 5 total.
Level flask.
Almost back on Solo. So we'll have to pull within the next minute and a half here, for better or for worse. Alright, well, we're gonna have to pull. So, let's eat up. Everybody checks ready, we'll go. I know what's gonna happen too. We're gonna be running up to pull, and Solo's gonna come in just as we're pulling, and it's gonna make it 25 instead of 24. Alright, let's pull. Oh, actually, wait, we'll pull on the next pass, just so that we can run up.
Alright, Dwarf, ready to be my butt buddy?
Oh yeah, sweet cheeks.
I love it. Now stay alive. Over here on the left. Remember, you can be close to the tanks, just don't be the closest person to the tanks. Take a step back if you're too close to the circle and star. You will get one shot if you're ever right on top of them. So some of you guys are just fucking right in the danger zone. Can both of you tanks take like both of you tanks take like 2 steps forward just to, like, for my blood pressure? Thank you. Yeah, here's the first stomp. Don't get knocked away. Just get knocked into something safe. Alright, he'll do Rotting Regurgitate, then he'll spawn the crap, and then he'll do a knockback to knock you right over to wherever you need to be. So watch out for the breath.
Make sure you're out of the alcove.
Stay out of the alcoves. Stay out of the alcoves. Yep, and a bunch of people ran right through it. We warned everybody too, and they... We're gonna kill the one that's obviously right next to him, so... He's gonna do a knockback, so get knocked towards it. Make sure we kill the skull, be cleaving the boss at the same time. Should pick up X Pride. And we lost someone else as well. Okay, let's just wipe it quick, so we don't waste time. Wipe it fast, stop all heals.
He casted his dot on me and I didn't get heals because I was healing the tanks.
Just stand in the breath.
I have res, do not release.
Do not release.
Just run into this. Yeah, right before the transition, guys, since we're parking him right by that, you have to make sure you're not standing by the alcove. Remember, it's a big circle, so you have to... Don't release, guys, don't release. Yeah, so make sure you don't... Oh, this is going to be dangerous. I'm probably too far, I'm going to release. Not that far of a run, to be honest.
Yeah, he's a little bit too far back.
Yeah. Just release if you haven't gotten a res, so let's not waste any more time.
Come on, girl, let me rock your world. Hey, kitty.
X Pride, just so you're clear, the dot that gets put on people does fairly low damage for like 10-15 seconds or something like that, and then it transforms into a dot that does very high damage for like 5 seconds. When it transforms, people need spot heals to make sure they don't die. The first dot can be fairly passively healed.
Welcome to the stream, Hunzel-chan.
He's hit me for 51,000.
It's a Hunzel. And there's a Sunny behind him too, if you can see. Hi, Hunzel.
Yeah, that's probably when it turns into the dot.
He's probably...
It was hitting you for 51,000, that means it,
really
you had
cute.
2 stacks on you.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you can only get 2 stacks if you get hit by something you need to avoid. He can never cast a second stack on some... He'll never cast a stack on somebody who already has a stack. He will only he will only cast it on people without, and then you can get hit and get extra stacks, so...
I'm just swimming in that alcove with the rest of them.
Alright, we'll pull on the next pass here. Get in position, guys.
This is the good one. Take 2.
Alright, here we go. You don't have to do anything if you get that miasma play on you. First shockwave, so try not to get knocked into the middle of nowhere. Stand by me, the triangle, you won't get knocked away. Alright, next is the breath. Move away from the tanks before you get hit. Alright, Next is the breath. After dodging the breath, do not get in that alcove. Stay clear away from that alcove in case it comes down from there. Alright, dodge this. Again, stay away from all alcoves. Alright, yep, it's that one. Bed got 3 stacks standing in it, so stack up on top of each other, tanks, and be very careful with Bed. Bed's gonna need massive heals. Shockwave, don't get knocked towards the corpuscle. Alright, take the thing out. Defensives. Yeah, Bed's taking massive damage. Yep, I figured as much. Pick Bed up. There was no way he was going to survive that. And he's going to one-shot somebody. Yep, which is a healer. Fuck me. Yeah, Bed, you have to be super careful. You stood right in the thing. You got 3 stacks, which is unhealable.
He did the breath, and I tried to dodge to the right, and it spawned.
I mean,
We said when it was gonna spawn.
Yeah, that's why I said for like 20 seconds beforehand, watch out with the alcove, watch out the alcove, don't move into the alcove, don't move into the alcove. And then he did the move, the breath, and then the one place you couldn't dodge is into the alcove. I gave people plenty of heads up.
Hey, that stomp just glitched me. Don't heal Widowmaker. I'm falling through the bottom of the map.
Which one are we attacking?
We'll attack the one in the center. Drag him over it if we can. We're down a DPS and down a healer.
That stomp knocked me. I'm underneath
It's fine,
the
it's
map.
fine. And Bed is down now. Yep, wipe it. Alright, no more fuck-ups, guys. Like, every death right now has been because of that fucking people standing in that alcove. I'm not going to put up with it anymore, especially if I call out well in advance.
And on the breath.
Beware.
Do we have a res?
Just
Yes,
release
I
it.
have res.
I'm just going to release. It's faster to just run back. It's so close. If you need 2 tanks, you can pull the boss further back so that you're not kind of partway in an alcove. Where you tanked him after the first alcove, where he was basically completely perpendicular to the those pillars in the center, means that you're never in an alcove or at risk of being in an alcove. So if you need to pull him there instead of at that angle like we normally do, take the time to do that. Just be careful. How you fucking aggroed? Come on.
I just took the rest.
Yeah, and you needed to move
that's
back.
The point. You just took the res. We resed a while ago.
I mean, like, I just did that. I didn't expect I would be too in the front.
My guys are pressed for time and we're making really silly, dumb mistakes. Let's not have it. Alright, eat up quick. As soon as he walks away, we're gonna pull. So we're gonna be running up, so eat up quick. Alright. Make sure you're not... Wave, take a step back just to be safe. You're a little too close to star and circle.
For fuck's sake, what's up?
Make sure you move away from the star and circle after the knockback. Tanks get knocked back too, so you can't be right on top of them. Next
Make
is the
sure
breath.
you are not in an
Not be
alcove.
in an alcove. It's the only time we're going to warn about that here. Right. We will start. So we'll get the one on opposite side from us, the one on in the middle. So if you can position yourself so you get knocked towards it, get knocked towards it if you can. Just get knocked into it. Tanks, be very careful. Make sure you're on top of one another is the most important thing. Do not be on the tanks. Stay clear of tanks. Careful how. Up. Yep. Pick up wave. We want the debuff from him. Up quick. Apply it is right away wave if you can. I think we just got it in time. Watch the breath. Shockwave's right after this, so get knocked into something safe. Do not get knocked into an alcove. Ads will spawn very soon, so do not get knocked into an alcove. We'll get the one in the initial start position, so right in the middle. Start dragging him towards the one in the middle if you can. He will do a shockwave in the middle of this, so be careful. Tanks, do not get knocked into... Make sure you stay together, you're good. Make sure you do not get knocked away, guys. Good. Watch the breath. Alright, we hit the 50% mark. Here's Lust. What's coming up next? Shockwave in 10 seconds, so get knocked into something
Just keep him
safe.
here, dwarf.
Yeah. Oh, watch the shockwave. After the shockwave, he'll do regurgitate, and then he'll spawn ads in 5 seconds. So do not get knocked into an alcove, or you will get the debuff. Do not get knocked into an alcove. We'll get the one by the entrance. Actually, just keep him there. Just keep him there. We'll get the one right next to him. Get the one right behind him, and then I think we'll be done. Do not let the tanks drop. Kill the one I'm marking.
Move with me.
He's fine where he is. He's fine where we can cleave them both. We should be good. There'll be a shockwave in just a few seconds. Try not to get knocked into an alcove. Actually, you can get knocked into an alcove. It actually, yeah, it'll be safe.
I need to get closer.
Tanks, be careful. Make sure you're running up together.
Dwarf, just gotta stay here. He'll chase us.
Yeah, just stay back there. It's fine.
Beware.
Watch the regurgitate. There'll be a shockwave. This will be dangerous, so watch the shockwave. Just finish him. Ignore the ads. We should have this. Up. There we go.
Oh, goddamn.
Up.
So close, right at the end.
Yep. I guess I don't get to bow to him. Thank God.
I mean, you can still bow to me.
Healer's got my back, so I don't have to fucking bow to him. Alright. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of staves. Heroic Warforged. Normal.
Staves.
Good job, guys. Perfect. All right, so that's going to be it here for tonight. Tomorrow we'll come in, we'll clear up along the left side. We'll do Vectus first, and then we'll go back to Zekvaz. We're going to be a little bit more strict with who we bring tomorrow, just because the DPS checks are very high. Honest to God, we killed this very, very quickly, so I don't think, like, unless we ended up carrying someone, which I don't think we did, I think everyone here would probably be fine for Heroic. God
damn it.
But we killed this guy faster than I think we ever killed him, so yeah, 26 seconds faster. So
I'm also a little more concerned about health pools for Vectus, because
that is a big one. So I mean, I don't know what how much gear X Pride and Absalom have. We'll see. It is also very, very tough to heal. So we'll have to see on a couple people's fronts how we're looking. But yeah. Otherwise, good job. We continue every week to clear just a little bit more on Tuesday night. So, good job.
oh, holy shit. I forgot to check my chest before I came in there. I just got a 390.
Nice,
Wow,
congrats!
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a Mythic 9 Titan Forged ring. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Nice! I haven't seen those Titan Forge. Wow, congrats.
Yeah, that's awesome. I only got a 370.
Oh, but looks like Gab got the same type of thing.
Yeah, the first week we got the, actually no wait, where did I get my Titan Forge pants from? Oh, it was from the chest, that's right, yeah. Huh. I'm a little confused about the item levels coming out of that, because I thought the base item level for gear from doing a plus 10 was 380, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it is.
380.
So I have a mythic. Then explain this. It's a 385, but it's Titan forged.
Is it from like a chest at the end of a mythic 10 and not
No,
your
it was from the cache. So
That's up to Warforged.
so if it's
Titanforge.
so yeah, that should be Warforged because it's only 5 item levels. It would have been my understanding, unless is 385 the cap?
Oh, I think maybe.
She got a 390.
Oh, you get a 390.
Yeah, I got a 390.
Then yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should open a ticket because that's very
Oh
confusing.
yeah, there's look at sources. Shoes.
Shoes as well.
Well, they're Warforged at 380.
Yeah, that's weird.
But that's not Warforged at all. That's normal.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the chest bugged out and it gave us slightly lower item level loot than it was supposed to, and then it Warforged or Titan forged up. Because if that's the case, I might open a ticket and say,
you
hey.
know what happened to me?
What?
Same thing.
Oh.
I think the first week was capped, so you couldn't get anything higher than mythic quality.
Yeah, it was, but it was only the first week, so maybe they forgot to turn something off, but that seems very odd. I don't know.
And I get that I have 385 Azurite pieces that are not Warforged or Titan.
Yeah, so
There we
Azurite
go.
armor is 385. It's a different item level, and it was 380, I thought, for the chest items from the
It's
plus
supposed
test.
to be.
good
Everything
night of
but
raid.
Azurite is
Did.
supposed to be 380.
3
but why
heroic
does this
bosses
say
and cleared
Warforged and
all
Titan
of
forged?
normal.
Yeah, it would be
in
good to
one
get a
shot.
clarification, because I mean, I'm going off of
It's
what
a
WoW
good
had
night.
said, and it's
Good
possible
night.
WoW just has wrong information, and I've just completely misunderstood what item
Why
level.
would it drop super because at the end of the mythic 10s you get
370s, that's true, yeah. Then yeah, if it was only 380... No, it can't be 380, it has to be like 375 is what it's giving to us.
What
I feel like
did
it's...
Shen's staff say?
Yeah, I think it's
Shen's
given
staff I know is from the first week of chess,
Right.
and it was obviously not an Azurite piece. I've only gotten Azurite pieces besides this belt.
Here,
so I
there we
don't
go.
know.
This is what I... Oh, that's an Azurite piece though, so damn it. Never mind.
Yeah, I have Azurite pieces too. That's it. I haven't gotten a normal thing.
I have a weapon. Oh, actually, yeah. This weapon is a 375 Warforged, which
Is it-
implies that it's 3... Yeah, it looks like it's 370. 370 is the base item level. And then... Yeah, because then 375 is Warforged, 380 is still Warforged, and 385 is where it finally becomes Titan Forged.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna switch over to playing something
That's
on PS4.
completely different than what I was.
Probably be
I
live
thought
streaming
we were
it,
getting
so-
from these.
Well,
Yeah.
that doesn't. That's just such a
See,
disparity,
Rabbit.
right? You get 370 everything but Azurite, but Azurite you get 385 normal. Like, why?